Thank you for joining another episode in Noise in Sales Head. This is episode 3, and today we have a mommy and a mommy of a YouTuber, a baker. I don't know what else to say. She knows a few people in on a network. I'm not sure if I'm not allowed to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Welcome to
okay.
another episode. So first, I would rather have you introduce yourself. So who are you? Why are you here? And how did I get you here?
Oh yeah. Ah, I'm Caren Torres Basco. Were college classmates, college classmates, yeah. And apparently we just learned that we also live in the same city. It's considered a city, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a city, right? Yeah. About me, I used to work in. I'm a graduate of communication arts in the same school as I've said with classmates, and then I worked in the TV network for over let's say 7 years, I think, there in the news department, and then when I resigned because of personal issues, I have to resign because I don't have a yaya. I don't have a yaya for my daughter. So I ventured into baking, but now right now I'm actually not actually baking anymore because it's so stressful to wash to wash everything. And I stopped during the pandemic. It's just so hard to shop for everything and then do deliveries or meet up or something like that. So I focus on at the moment I'm a freelancer. I work from home. I'm handling clients there, and then I do content creation. I don't know if I could consider myself content creator, but I think because I do videos and some Instagram blogs whatsoever, maybe I can consider myself that way. So there, what else? I'm a mom of two. There. I think that's all. You invited me last week, so I'm actually happy because this is the first time that I will ever be interviewed. So funny. So it's a little awkward for me, but maybe it's just my confidence or whatsoever. But it's very exciting. It's like just catching up like with an old friend. So thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome. Well, yeah, this is basically a catch up. That's how this podcast started. I just want to bother people. I want to technically know a little bit more on. Um, so, oh gosh, I forgot. I know I forgot something. So we do have, excuse my face. Excuse, we do have icebreakers. I think I've sent you the possible questions, but yeah, you still get to choose from my hands.
I will choose. I thought
No,
we're
not
gonna
all of
like
them.
pick. Oh, there! It's so
You're
exciting.
gonna
So exciting.
from my pink
Okay.
papers.
Oh my god, I'm cute. On your left, but left, other side. There. No, the
Right.
other side. That. And then the one this way.
This
Yeah,
way.
this. Yes, yes. Confusing. Ano left and right because we're facing each other.
Yeah, a bit. Oh no. Uh, ah, again, it's not a bad question. It's just I think this is the third episode of the second season. It's still the same question. Oh wait, no. The first question was different. This is the second time this is going to be picked. What was your first impression of me?
Ah, it's so funny because when we were in college, we're classmates, but we don't really talk that much. Maybe because I used to sit at the lower backside because is it like alphabetical? I'm not sure.
Mhm.
What's your no, not alphabetical because
Yes.
I'm Torres, so I don't know. But you used to sit in the is this in front. Is that correct?
Some of
Or
the
it's just
classes, yeah.
yeah in front, and then we're not really like in the same section. It's like when there's mix or when there's certain subjects. But what I can honestly remember until now is I asked this to you when we were in college. What's your lipstick? Because I really like that the black gothic one because I've been looking for it. So yon, I remember. Like, is that a question? Your first impression?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, you were so silent there. I'm not really that talkative in college, but you were so silent about the goth the got image is like that's what caught my attention because I really want. It's just different than we're all girls or the kikais and all. It's so different. Like people and our classmates are having like really red chicks and all. So stand out yung black lipstick, and I've been looking for it everywhere. So I think that's one of the first questions that I told asked, where did you buy that? And then you told me it was Japan or something. So it's like
Yeah,
foreign
it
land.
was it was a
Foreign
gift.
land.
It was a gift from
Yeah.
my friend from the UK because she knows I was into it. And if it's in the UK, I think that is where basically you could actually be goth because it's cold.
Ah, I see.
And
Yeah.
most of the stores I know that sells goth clothes are actually UK based.
Oh,
Unless you
I see.
wanna
And
you
even
wanna buy
until
girly
now,
ones from
you're.
Japan.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. UK. Yeah. Even until now, you're still into that. What's that? That thing? That thing.
The-
The
I, I mean, now
that
it's called
thing.
an aesthetic, not the style.
Oh
I think
yeah.
yeah, I am still into that. I don't know. I just maybe because I just look good in dark clothes.
You prefer.
I look
That's
smaller
yeah.
in
Sounds
dark
good.
clothes.
Yes, we love black. Wearing black because we look slimmer.
Yes, and this
Yeah.
is why I like being a background in Gather. Because they have to wear black.
Oh, I see.
I,
There.
I never
Yeah.
wanted to be part of it. The front. I don't think I could have. But yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Who would have thought? I don't even. I would be honest. I
Remember?
don't really remember.
Yeah, that's the
It's
first
been.
question. Yeah, it's thick. It's
I don't want to talk about how long it has been.
oh yeah, please
Let's
don't.
leave them guessing.
Let's not spill our age.
Leave
Okay.
them guessing. We don't look that old anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's move on to the next question, which is basically, yeah, how are you? As this is a catch up. I did hear that
Right
you
now.
you did posted that you stopped baking last year due to the pandemic. I know you
Yes.
did try to start again by December, but you did stop again. And
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
noticed that you've changed the Facebook page name.
Yes. I was trying to actually merge the YouTube page to our because the page of the baking business is I've been I unpublished it, but then it has followers and
Yeah.
likes. So 1,000, I think. So I was thinking, if I will grow this, why not merge? But Facebook, it always changes its settings and all, so I still
Yeah.
can't figure out how to do it
To
until
merge.
now.
Um yeah, there
Yeah.
is a way to merge it, but I think at some point YouTube would be the one to decide which one you will keep.
I was
That you
trying to
have
merge two Facebook group, but apparently I made them both, but it was named one after the business and one after the YouTube name. So technically, it's not under my ownership. So it's just weird because I made them. I own them both.
I
So
started
I'm
it,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my name. So I just stopped stressing about it, and maybe I don't know if I will have extra time to work on it. I will, but
I will check because I did used to work
yeah,
for um a content creating company in Makati. So we had two
Hmm.
pages that we had to merge.
Yeah,
They allowed the Facebook allowed the merge, but we had to
yeah.
petition that we keep the other name rather than the other one that Facebook wanted to keep. It's like we
I
wanted to keep
see.
name A, but Facebook was saying no, you're gonna keep name B. So we had to
Yes.
petition for us to keep the other name. So yeah, I will check with my friends.
It's okay. Don't stress about it too much. It's just a for personal personal
No, it's okay.
gain.
I actually want to merge because I did used to sell um online ukay before, and there's like
Yeah.
500 on that, and now my other page has also about the same thing. But I don't want to lose the photos on the other page, so I don't know
Yes.
what to do if I really want to merge it. So yeah, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose the photos and all if you want to merge those, and
Oh,
you
I
have
see.
to petition for Facebook to keep whichever one is you want to keep the name.
It's very technical. Very
Yeah.
technical.
So yeah, but
Anyway.
so that's 2021. I hope it's a bit different. It's a lot more different now. 20, so how's 2022? Like what? Huh? Future
2021,
2021
2021.
so far.
Time travel.
I wish it was, and then you'd be like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I wish we could know if it's close to over. Oh. Well, how was the this year so far?
Yeah.
Is that yeah? I think I pretty much managed to, because right now like we're in GCQ already, so it's um more loose, if you will call it. You can go out more and travel. The what's this? How do you call it? The restrictions isn't that strict anymore.
Mhm.
But still, COVID is still around, so it still gets you paranoid if you
Yeah.
will catch it somewhere. And knowing more people who you personally know catching the virus is, some are actually suffering and some are, and deaths after deaths still gets you crazy. But as of this moment, since I work from home, my husband is the only one who goes out.
Mhm.
My daughter attends online school, so we don't really need to go out. As in, like, there's no even groceries. I do online groceries, so I think for all of us, it's pretty much how you keep yourself. Yeah, as like we were talking about earlier, it's how you keep yourself sane in this crazy times. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself calm and at peace in this difficult time is what we can all do. Otherwise, well, anxiety is there. As in, we're out of the normal. But right now, what is normal, right? And we can go back to the usual normal
Mhm.
after all this. So it's just like adapting to what is there and keeping yourself, yeah, sane, and managing it. I think all the stress for yourself and for your family. So far, I'm a very optimistic person, I would say. So I didn't really get into the depression and anxiety like others, because I tend to, but sometimes it still gets into you, like knowing people who suddenly died because of COVID, some our age. So it's
Mhm.
like, what? And then, of course, as I was saying, more on getting the virus, you're more afraid of, passing it to your family because of carrying it. You're more afraid of, your family more than yourself getting it. So that's it. But so far, I don't know if some still doesn't want to to be vaccinated. They have this certain beliefs, but and I guess 2021, I still want to be futuristic. Like we all started 2020, like it's going to be a great year, 2020, and then we're all locked down, right? And then 2021, well, that's all I can do. You stay positive,
Mhm.
hope for the best. Otherwise, the law of attraction, you attract what you think. So let's just attract positivity and hope that things will be better.
I'm
I
sorry.
think.
I just can't help but be laughed at the idea of hope for the positive.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just it was a joke last year that
Uh-huh.
you want to be away from the negative people, but last year that kind of
Mm,
changed that joke of like
yeah.
you don't want to be close to anybody who's positive,
Yeah. Ah,
like
yeah,
COVID
yeah,
positive.
exactly.
I'm sorry,
True.
it just
Yeah,
got to
that's
me.
true.
But
That's
yeah,
so true.
I get the point. Thank you. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. It's it's
Laugh
a
it
real
out.
it's a really corny joke, but it always
Mhm.
gets me that you
Mhm.
need to stay away from positive people at the
Yes.
moment. COVID
Negative,
positive guys.
positive people and toxic people. Toxic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What? I have no idea. I'm sorry. My daughter is like
it's okay.
asking me for certain things. Is it here? Okay. They always need their cord, their headset, their charger. Kids of the
Okay.
day. Kids of the day.
It's
Yeah.
up to these kids. They don't go out anymore because yeah, we can't go out
Yeah.
anymore.
It's actually sad that the kids are locked down when they're supposed to, like, it's a time that they have to, like, work on their social skills, at their age when they're supposed to see the world, they're supposed to experience a lot of things, but then they're back at home. It's What can we do?
I
What
think
can we
some of
do?
the people that only wants to stay in are basically
Mhm.
people that enjoy staying at home like me. I yeah,
Really.
or people that doesn't really want to interact with it. But for kids, I think it's the hardest for them because they're just starting school and they're starting to meet
Yes,
people, and then all of a
exactly.
sudden you cannot go to school and meet more or play with other people. So
Yes, that's
yeah,
true. It's different. Like online schooling, you see classmates, but you can really make chit chat in there with, the
you
play
cannot
with
be
them.
scolded for chit chatting with your friends.
Yeah. That's why my daughter, whenever she's attending class, she's always talking to me, and I tell her, stop talking to me. I'm not your classmate. Don't make that to me. But then, it's really us grown ups, we can't really stand a long meeting. We get ourselves distracted. What more with them who has shorter attention span,
Mhm. True. It has to
right?
be like practice. I don't even remember. I mean, yeah. Since you've already talked about the kids, I know you. I don't know when their YouTube channel started.
Yes.
I know you were posting before, but it was more of like your family travels. But I think it now concentrates with more of your kids.
Yeah. Actually, I started it as like, what's it, how do you call it? Storage or a dump for videos that I just want to keep,
Mm-hmm,
and then want to go back to as when at 20, Audrey was 1 or 2. She's 7 now.
mm-hmm,
So that time, so it's just like a dump. I didn't really intend to like make it a channel and monetize it whatsoever. It's just
mm-hmm.
I was just thinking like it's good to look back with these memories when they're little grown up, and then it actually oh, no particular content, just like as in like no edits or sometimes phone edits. We can help but be a little creative, and just post very raw one because it's in our I think it's in our blood. It's in our blood to be a little creative or artistic when we can, like, right, we studied we studied how to be, so how
We
can you help
practice
yourself?
what we learn. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So this last year when COVID started, Jet was here, and then they're just here, and kids is just I think most kids dream of being a vlogger or an influencer, right? And then when you can't stop them to play like that. So
Mm-hmm.
we did videos, and then my husband is a video editor. I work in the network, so might as well put the skills into the materials that we have.
Yeah.
So maybe because most kids and most people are at home, we were surprised that the channel was actually like monetized. So it was a it was an achievement on my end because I can give the kids the feel that they're legit YouTubers because I think
True. True.
we are see them seeing that already have ads, we're having views. I think it's simple joys. It's like achievements for this little dreams that they
Mm-hmm.
have. So there, and then apparently since it's there, it's there, might as well work on it. I am actually not really regular in posting because it still depends on my work and my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But the ideas actually are more from them. I'm just a staff. We do this, mommy. Listen, we have this idea, I do this, and even in editing, maybe because they see it, when they instruct me to, you put in the middle like this, and they like more, what how they call this? Like the transition when
Mm-hmm.
it's like 5 minutes or 5 years later or something like that.
The
They
SpongeBob
have
time cards.
yes, yeah. Even the sounds and the effects, maybe because it's what they're seeing with their
Mm-hmm.
videos. So basically, I if we can support them, it's like enhancing their creativity as well as little
True.
kids. So my laptop is not actually built for video editing, so it takes me so much time because it's slow. And then when since my husband is a video editor, whenever he tries to work on it, he gets his temper because it's so slow and
I
all
I
than
I
what
know
he
the
used,
feeling. Yeah.
right? So there. But then right now we actually changed. It's Genre Kids TV when we started,
Mhm.
and then when we get monetized, we learned that kids content are actually 60% lower in revenue.
Mm,
So, well, it's not that it's about the money, but then again, you have content, so might as well maximize the benefits of
yeah.
it, right? So right now we did a reformat this year, and it we made it into Life with the Bascos. So for it, and besides, we realized that the kids are growing up. It's not like opening
Mhm.
toys and all, because like my eldest is already 11 and Audrey is 7. So they're into different stuff than before. Not the opening of unboxing of toys or Kinder eggs,
Kinder eggs.
where we when we first started. So there we reformat, and then no, I really don't want to go on cam, but then I realized if it's all the kids all the time, it's kids content, and then the revenue is lower, so we
Yeah.
make contents with me, with them, with reviews, and then it's also a way to help like a lot of people go into business this pandemic.
Yeah.
So Maki, you remember Maki, right? They sell the ube, bolele,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
halaya.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did a review, something like that. It's also a way to help friends with their small businesses. So there, we changed the format to for it to get bigger and to have a variety of contents as well.
Yeah.
We actually received this offer as well. Like I don't know if you noticed that we do this genre interviews where
Yeah.
they interview different professions, and then they learn about different professions. There was a fun chit chat,
Mhm.
and then it was an actually an offer by this Australian video platform to do. So there's stickers and they're promoting that platform. Yeah, video platform. It's funny because I said the pandemic is actually a crisis. It's a crisis situation for everyone. But at the
Yeah.
same time, if you look at the brighter side, there are good things that happen, like the channel um that offers. So there, there. So as of now, that's what we're doing. And then the gaming right now. I don't know. Everybody's into gaming, so they're into gaming and they're recording it. So basically, the channel was is different now. Different, but I think in a good way that it has more uh content
Yeah.
than being boxed into little ones.
For just kids.
Yeah.
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 I get that as well because there are a few because I I don't know. I think the reason why I started doing the YouTube as well because I was watching a lot more last year.
Yes, everybody is a
Well, I
diba?
do get what you said that this is more of there were offers for you guys because I think
Mm,
people are finally realizing that there's more that they can do through YouTube or
yeah,
online that
true.
would not look like it was paid for it or
Yes,
it's
true.
it's not like the what we were supposed to do if you're an advertising agent advertising graduate so
Mm-hmm.
it's more
Mm-hmm.
of a not too corporate it's basically like this is how real people would use this particular product
Yes,
or so I think
true.
they're learning that that is more for me I think yeah it would be more
Mm-hmm.
profitable to have actual people review it uh
True.
and to see that oh well it's for me I think it would be a lot more relatable that way than just
More authentic because it's
yeah
not like yeah, true.
it's not
I
like
yeah, true. Even the let's say the influencer thing when you get to advertise products, it's I think more believable when it's real people than
Mhm.
personalities that get paid to promote. I think
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Well, yeah.
True.
Well, some influencers are paid to promote, but I think they have that leniency that if they don't want to promote it and because they're not using it, they have this
Yes,
ability to say no. So
exactly.
they're not being
Yeah.
forced to do it. There's no unless they're being really managed. So like
Mm-hmm.
for you guys, you basically have your kids to be like oh, let's do this one because we are actually using this one. So
Yes,
you have
true.
that say, and it's that's I don't know when my trail my my trail of thought it's gone. But yeah, I hope that you guys get it.
True. True. That's one door that actually opened after the YouTube. We actually get to receive, well, it's because the Instagram also was boosted. We got to receive like paid partner, how do you call it, campaigns, like the
Yeah,
second thing, which is we received free second, something like that. And
vitamins.
yes, and the kids are actually another achievement in their end. They feel like they're so influencers. I think it's the simple, yeah, simple achievements in their little dreams that's really big. That's really something big for me.
Yeah,
Thanks,
well,
mom.
yeah, it's actually nice to see that it at
Yeah.
this time like your kids are being you're supporting them. So oh, childhood trauma. I just feel like before, if
Yeah.
you were a kid and you wanted to do something, no, you have to be this. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to see
Totally.
that people from
Yeah.
that time is like doing or raising their kids in a different way. That's a lot more
Yeah.
creative and more supportive of what the kid actually wants to do.
And I think when you became a parent, and it's like you don't do the things that you don't want when you were young, something like that. It's like a learning curve or something. So it just follows, and maybe it's really a different generation, like
True.
us. When you see your parents, like we all, we all, but now it's a different attack. You have to attack them in a different way for them to listen. You
True.
just have to adjust. You just have to adjust. And it's not really, there's not really a bible on how to do it, so it's a learning process, different case to case basis, if I may say it. Kids are different, parents are different, so it's
Parents are
a
different.
case to
Yeah.
case, yeah, case to case basis. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was checking on my list of questions, and my third question is actually I'm not sure if it's still valid now since you did say you've already changed the content of your
Mm-hmm.
YouTube channel. But was it then I guess it would be like, was it hard to have kid related content or kid related videos
Oh,
before?
not really, because the ideas came from them most of the time, because
Oh,
that's
okay.
what they want to do. And then since that's what they're watching, and I'm thinking, these are what the kids watching, so that this will get views because that's what my kids are watching basically. So I just filter. Like for example, if I think this is really nonsense, I will not do it because it's nonsense. What
Mm-hmm.
I still want the content to be valuable,
Mm-hmm.
because not because it like pranks. I'm so not into pranks, regardless of, right, kids or family or friends. I'm not into pranks. I said it's so nonsense. It's not. It doesn't have any value at all. So I
True.
won't do such content. So there, it wasn't really hard because there's a lot of things you can do. Like if there's a happy meal, you just buy the
Mm-hmm.
complete set. You open
True,
them,
true.
unbox them, and then win-win. You have the toy, you have content. So
And food
it's not
for a
really
week
that hard. Yeah,
if you
a
did the
week
Happy
or
Meal
overnight or overnight.
overnight. Wow. Oh yeah,
Anyway,
you do have a
yeah.
lot in the family, so I would understand if you could just finish it in one go.
The kids eat a lot, as in like they're like construction worker kind of with appetite. Appetite, I swear. Growing babies. So they can eat them, maybe not in one sitting, but they can finish it in a day. I swear. So there. Not really, it's not, I think if kids content, it's not really that difficult to, if you have a lot of i- ideas to explore, and they have a lot of inputs, so it's not really that
So they are
difficult.
basically well your unit or like your family is basically you have your own video editor, you have your
Yeah.
I would assume your quality and like no we're not doing that. And you have your kids as the
Yes.
stars and your researchers.
Yeah.
Let's do this. This is getting a lot of views. So that's a
True.
wow. Okay.
It's a family affair,
A family affair.
which is actually a good another way to look at it. It's a bonding experience. It's very productive. It's very we get to post something, but it's also a bonding activity that we get to support her. We want to do this and then I think basically that's it.
It's actually nice because
Yeah.
there's like four of you that could do four different contents. You can all.
My husband doesn't he's very introverted. So if you know me,
Mhm.
imagine my exact opposite. That's my husband. So he doesn't like his he will support in the background, like the editing, but don't ever show him if possible on cam. So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if the kids ask.
They know it's their dad.
Oh.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding one time my husband like it's like life with the Basco. So it feels like the photos is like I'm a single mom because you're really appearing in most photos. It's like just me and the kids. So and then we incorporate sometimes the Lola and Lola. So it's a family thing.
Mhm.
And I think they're having fun doing it. And then yeah, some friends who actually go forward to ask for support with their businesses. Like another way to look at it is to get to help and so there. Just the time. Sometimes we just want to do so many things but we have so little time. That's
True.
just and then so why? I like the lights. Set the lights you can buy in Shopee, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really? I wanna buy that. I wanna buy that. Oh,
The lights are,
uh-huh.
yeah, my fairy lights are from Shopee.
It has codes. The weather,
Oh.
change of weather.
Oh, did
Anyway.
it rain in Manila?
Yes.
God dang it,
Then
it's really hot here. It didn't even
after
rain.
it did earlier, like in the afternoon, and then afterwards it's even hotter.
That will happen if it doesn't like rain for about 2 to 3 hours. Ugh,
Yeah.
it gets a lot hard. Yeah, the fairy. I'm just gonna continue. Fairy lights are
Fairy
from
lights.
Shopee. I know you can get them for cheap now, and there's one that has a remote control. I haven't changed it
Oh,
because this is
cool.
warm, like
Mm-hmm.
yellowish, and I do have the just the what's the term, white
Easy,
ones.
easy to install. It's easy to install.
I just
Just
taped
have to
this on my
find.
wall.
Yeah. Audrey will be delighted if I if I will buy some.
Could be a it could be an
Yeah.
unboxing or unwrapping of
Oh
fairy
yeah.
lights.
I
I
see
don't know.
that.
I've been doing things like that for the things I bought online or gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I just do the. It's the sounds that get it for me. So it's sort of like an ASMR type of video.
Ah yeah. But ASMR has the viewers like also I don't know. There are some people who are into ASMR. Like Audrey watches this Roblox thing. It it's I mean technically it's the player playing, but the audio is like either keyboards or eating or something. It finds it weird, but it has viewers, so
Yeah, I just do openings like really short ones. Other than that, ASMR is really weird for me at some point. Like some people would
Mhm,
want to watch it when if you're reading a book or like I would
mhm.
listen to that, but the brushing of stuff, keyboards I
Yeah,
get actually. I
yeah.
don't know why I'm relaxed by the sound of keyboards type like when you're
Keyboards.
typing on
Maybe
the
you're a
keyboard.
workaholic.
Oh god, no.
Workaholic.
I actually don't want to work. Maybe it's more of my head. Oh, someone else is working for me. That's good.
Yeah, and I'm not. And
And I'm not. I'm gonna sleep. Good night, guys. So
I'm.
yeah. But when it comes to ASMR, I find it weird when it's like we're gonna cut you. You know the whisper type that we're gonna cut your hair. That's
Yeah,
like
it's
no,
very
no, no, no.
distracting. I swear, it's very distracting. My husband watches mukbang videos, and then
Oh,
I'm telling him I don't really understand how it's appetizing to watch somebody else eat, and then
yeah,
they're
yeah,
eating
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot, and they're eating a lot like a lot. Not I want every meal for me is an experience. You are
Yeah.
savor it, but not eating a lot. It's like not really appetizing. It's like gluttony. And
True.
then hearing them chew is like it's one of my pet peeve. I swear.
Oh my
Like,
god.
"Arr."
No, no, no,
Right?
no. I don't like hearing people chew, especially. I don't mind you chewing or see you chewing, but as long as it doesn't make that crazy sound, like,
Yes,
that's it. What's the term?
basically.
That's what's it? Oh, yung sadya
Yeah.
that you're
Oh,
chewing really loudly is annoying.
Yeah, and even some who are not aware that they chew loudly, like, oh my god, I just lost my appetite. Right? I don't like it. I'm
I don't like
sorry
smack.
to
Oh,
those who
there,
do
there. I
it.
don't like
Yeah.
smacking lips. You know,
Oh
that's the
yeah.
sound they make when. I do want to do mukbang, but at the same time, it would
Mm-hmm.
be partly like a review of that food, which is
Mm-hmm.
so hard to do because you'll have to shell a lot if you want to buy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good thing for like maybe if you want to support a local store that has maybe
Yeah.
just the small menus that you could buy all
Yes.
in one go.
But not in like gluttony level.
No, I would probably be
Right.
like, oh, what's the term?
Mm-hmm.
Because I am watching YouTube, so there's a show, or a series by the Try Guys. They do
Oh
eat
yeah,
the
yeah.
menu, so they
Mm-hmm.
buy
I think.
everything from the menu and just keep eats like just basically takes one bite and then everything else goes to the
Uh,
other people in the company.
oh yeah.
So that is what the one thing I want to do, and I'm just gonna share the
Mm-hmm.
food. It's more like, okay, I'm gonna buy a lot of food, guys, but you're gonna get it after I do my video.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Share the blessings. Share the blessings. We
And
were
it's
thinking of Audrey having mukbang, but just not because more a lot. Because if you like, Audrey is very fond of food. I swear, she's a very foodie person. And
yeah,
then when she eat, it's like, oh, how do you call it? Ang sarap kumain, like that.
yeah,
You
you know
when
she
you
enjoys it. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's like, oh my gosh, even if it's just rice and egg. So that's why you're saying, hey, we can get food campaigns maybe because it's
true.
really good, like delicious, something
It's
like
more
that.
like
But not
if she eats it and people gets to see how she enjoys it, uh
exactly.
it would encourage people to buy. I want to try, why is this kid enjoying this food so much, you know?
Suddenly, you will like simple hot dog. Oh my god, I'm craving for hot dog suddenly because like it's she eats it like it's so good. So that's what we're thinking. But I have one in bank. She's just eating Dunkin' Donut, something like that. I haven't worked on it yet, but basically that's it. But not the fiesta level when you're only be the one eating it. So I'm not
Oh
really
yeah,
happy with
that trend started before, like
that.
they
Mm-hmm.
eat a lot in a certain time.
True.
I mean, I don't, if you can eat all of that, that's fine and that would satisfy you. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're enjoying the food anymore. Are you still tasting it?
Right. It's supposed to still be an experience, and then it's a teaching when we were young. Don't get a lot. Don't eat a lot when you can
Yeah,
finish it. Something like
true.
that. Well, that's what I limit the content. Not because it's trending. It's just because everybody's doing it. We have
Hmm.
to do the same thing. I
Hmm.
still want it to be valuable still.
I get it.
So maybe it's just me, but then again, it's because everybody's doing it. You have to do
No.
it.
Oh, well, you,
True.
I would think of maybe you could do it in your own time, you know, and just maybe
Yeah.
one video that's similar to everyone else, and then if you don't want to do it again or it doesn't really hit anyone,
Mm-hmm.
um, then don't do it again. Um,
Yeah.
because
True.
I can share any of my I can share of what to do because my content is just basically what I want to do. I don't really care what you
Yeah.
guys are doing.
Besides, it's yours, right? It's your outlet. The hell everybody cares about. It's mine.
True. It's
Right?
mine. Don't want to watch it. Okay, but don't dislike it.
Yeah. I actually that's one downside of not really downside. One that we really tackled because Audrey had this video that we really want to do. It's like an MTV site. MTV type. She
Mhm.
wants to do the MTV of like Queen of Mean from Descendants. Then it
Yeah.
really gathered a lot of views because he's really into just acting and all.
Hmm.
But there's
I think I saw another
also
video. Yeah.
there's also a couple of thumbs down, and then some are actually YouTube got a little more stricter as
Hmm.
long as they shut down the comment section
Yes. For
for
kids.
safety. Yeah, during that time was last year. The comments are section are open. So there are comments which is not really not nice, but then when you check on the account, it's also kids commenting. So like kids from the foreign like
Hmm.
US or something Western. And
Yeah.
then we were thinking, I already felt bad because why am I getting thumbs down? Did I
Mhm.
do good? You deal with that. But I'm just saying that it's actually a good sign because we're getting more, organic views, not because we know that who's watching is not just our friends or
True.
people we know. So you're getting attention. So think of it that way. And then these kids who give not so pleasant advice, maybe their parents don't really love them because they're I mean they lack attention or something. Because why would
Mhm.
you do such a thing if you're taught accordingly by your parents to not be mean, right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
True, I get that. I mean, whenever I see, and I would admit to doing this, so YouTube don't hit me on this. If I see like a dislike on something and I haven't liked that video personally, I would like
Yeah.
it and then find other people, guys. I need likes on this videos.
Oh yeah.
Because I
Uh,
mean, for me, I would not mind if you dislike the video. I've always have noticed if you did not like this video, comment why. I want to know why you did not
mm,
like this video. It's just
mhm.
it's just sometimes if there's no comment on why they don't like it, then I would know that they just dislike it for the heck of it. You know, and
Yeah.
then
Some
just
is
brush it over. Like, okay.
true. Some just I don't know if it brings them satisfaction or doing so. I don't know.
Nobody's watching their video, so I'll dislike your video.
Yeah, like crab mentality. Typical I don't know, issues of it's their personal issues actually. And
Yeah.
work as I my motto in life is whatever you do, people will always have something to say. So might as well do what you think is right, do what you're happy with. So
Yes. So if
yeah.
you feel like putting contents that nobody would really watch, no, who cares? If they dislike it, as long as you like what you did and you did
Yeah.
not hurt anyone while you're doing it, that should be okay.
And it's actually better because it's your own identity, it's your unique
Yeah.
something that just like copying the pretense and as I was saying, why share the same spotlight when you can shine on your own in your certain corner? And if
Parang,
it's good, yeah, it will be noticed or it will have its own reap its own let's see, attention or something. That's
you'll get your own, like,
good.
you could be starting your own niche. You didn't even know.
Yeah, you don't really have to be because with the crowd because it's content. Try yours and maybe you're the start of a new trend, right?
Yeah.
Because you have your own ideas, unique ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. So creative brain work.
Guys, if you learn or find anything content worthy, please tag us and let us know that you got the idea from
Yes.
here.
True. I
Drive
also
them
am
back
more
here.
into collaborating than competing.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of that. We can collaborate and compete. Right? You don't really have to pull each other. If you can go up together. Yeah. Look at us growing up. Look at us. So
Collaborate.
matured.
So much.
Yes, true.
So yeah, well, in terms of collaborating, if you're really like not well, I wouldn't say we're close, right? So if you know this person or that person that you want to collaborate with, and they're like you see them online and they look nice, and I think you did not do anything wrong to them, why not reach out to them and see if they would? So
True.
and if they don't want it, don't force it, and just
Okay.
move on and find the next one that would actually want to do
True.
it with you. So yeah,
Exactly.
I think you definitely need plug time. I've completely forgotten plug time. I have like the previous
Mhm.
season. Sometimes I would have people that actually has their own like YouTube channel or Facebook page
Yeah.
or blog. So yeah, you
Mhm.
definitely need plug time. Please let me know the link so I could put it in the
Oh yeah.
description
Oh
as
yeah.
well. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
so go ahead
Mhm.
and subscribe to their YouTube channel. It's not just
Yes.
kids content now, but if you like kids opening kinder, why not?
Yeah.
Don't comment
They're not
nasties
really
though.
into that anymore. They're more into Roblox. And actually, what's so funny is if I may just add, it started when my company had asked me to do a day in the life of a VA, something like
Hmm?
that. Because to promote the company. So I was saying, I don't do on cam, it's my kids. I may have a YouTube channel, but I don't do on cam. but then it was requested, so it's a start of my on-cam in that channel. channel.
Ooh.
So yeah, basically that's it. It's a more of a
Mm.
family thing, which is I think the kids are growing up. Sad to say. Sad to say. The kids are growing up. So yeah, life with the Bascos.
Live with the
Life with the
Basco. Check their YouTube channel. I'm sorry. I had to
Yes.
stop
Mhm.
and hold on my
Yeah.
desk. I felt like I swayed. I
Oh.
I was like, I'm not sure if it's my eye, so it felt like I moved like this, but I was steady. What's
Yeah.
wrong with me? So yeah, check their YouTube page. I will go ahead and check
Yes.
their Facebook page and link that as well. Do you
Thank
also
you.
have IG?
Mhm. Yeah, Instagram at the Bascos or just I am more active in my own because I
Mm-hmm.
get to post because follow me Caren underscore just Caren.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So there TikTok I don't really explore because I don't know, it's hard for me to understand TikTok. I feel so old.
Don't worry, I have TikTok, but I only watch. I don't want to post anything because I feel like this is more. It's pretty much like Facebook. I'm sorry, guys, that uses Facebook.
Videos.
Not Facebook. It's YouTube with people with short attention span. Hi,
Oh
that's me. I
yeah.
use TikTok too, though. Don't be
Scam
mad, but I
scam.
feel like
Mm,
that's it because the moment you finish a 1 minute or 15-second video, you need to swipe up for the next
yeah.
video, or else it will be that for like the rest of the whole minute.
True. Mm,
Oh no,
I
oh,
guess.
just in time. Okay, so I will link all their socials and the YouTube
Mhm.
channel in the description. Go ahead and subscribe to them,
Okay.
check them out, comment, tell them that I brought you there. Don't say bad
Oh,
words, I'm gonna
yeah.
kick your asses. um they have more they a lot more people will be mad at me if you do that.
No.
So yeah, thank you again, and I hope you have
No
a
problem.
good night. You didn't, I don't mind you not watching, but I hope you don't find it weird on how I end this podcast. And oh wait, I forgot. Thank you for liking it. You liked it, right? Please like and comment,
Yeah.
and good night, and
Yeah.